Good day, ladies and gents, it's MotoJet again. This is just a quick video on how to install handguards and a Fender Eliminator on a WR250R. It's a Yamaha WR250R. It's the 2014. So I've already have them installed, but I'm going to show you some pictures and do a quick walkthrough about how to install. So the product that I got was from a company in the States because I'm in Canada, and it was very difficult to find it on a Canadian site. But I got have the handguards and the plastic pieces that are on the front. Actually took off the signal lights that were mounted up here and put the integrated signal lights inside. So same on both. Wiring was a little different. We'll go over that. And then of course I took off the big chunk on the back and installed this neat little thing on the bottom here. Signal lights, smoke instead of the bright orange, and the light, and then the license plate holder. How's it going, old dog? So here are the parts that came off. A couple of mirrors and front single lights and this big hunk of junk that was hanging off the bottom. So we'll start up front. What you had to do, this is the end of the throttle and the grip, and you just basically cut it off. It may get a little ugly. The cutting is not the greatest, but it's done. From there, actually had to the throttle inside the plastic piece, you actually had to cut off, I believe it was 3 millimeters of that. So, and flush it off with the handlebars, and then from there you put the screw in through it. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it opens up as you put the screw in so that it stays tight, and then it all clips on in here with just a bracket that has can swing multiple different ways, up, down, left, right. So, and then of course the plastic pieces just screw in. Simple. With regards to the signal lights, these pieces snap right in. The clear or the smoke plastic pieces snap right in there. No issues with those. And then on the back side, if you can see here, the signal light just hooks into it. Pretty basic, pretty simple design. And then of course you cut your zip ties and wire it through. You have to take off the front the headlight, this part. You do not need to remove these little screws. These are for adjusting your headlight. So basically all it is there's one screw right here, and then there's grommets or whatever you call them down here, these rubber pieces that snap in right here. So this comes off, and then all your wiring is folded up underneath. Sorry, bad camera angle there. All your wiring is folded up underneath there. So it does, the kit does come with all the wiring that you need. You just, splice it off, hook it onto this, and then it can plug right in. But it was actually easier to just cut off these, because I'll never use these again, these big ugly things. Easier just to cut this off, pull the wire out, splice off the clip, the plug, and plug it back into the bike. It was pretty simple. So when it comes to the Fender Eliminator, it's pretty sleek, pretty neat design. The other one was pretty easy to come off, 4 or 5 screws I believe, that's it. But you had to take off your seat and a bunch of plastics to get at it, because the wiring is all on the left side inside here where the battery and stuff is. And then your two brackets just get held on. You can use stock screws, and what screws come with it. The signal lights I bought were extra, a little extra because they're smoked, not orange, and they're the same thing. They just mount on to the side there. Basic hookup. It all matches up perfectly when you screw it all in, bolt it all together. Comes right with the kit, or you can use the stock stuff, bolts and nuts and everything that were used here. It's the exact same size, perfect fit. Again, came with all of the required clips that you could take your time and put together, and try to figure it all out. We had a wire tester and just figured out which wires matched which colors for keeping the tail light on, and for your signal lights and brake lights and stuff. Easiest thing to do was just cut the wire, splice it on, and use the actual clip that was stock with the Yamaha bike. Just makes it so much easier rather than having to pin each individual wire. But it does come with the whole kit if you're not comfortable cutting your old stuff, or if you need it again for something else, if you want to sell it or whatever. But pretty basic stuff. So I hope that helps. And took off the mirrors as well, just because these are big ugly antennas. And here in Canada, on the East Coast anyway, you have to have a mirror in order to ride on the road. And so I just use an old bicycle mirror that I put on here when I go on the road, which is very rare because it's more set up for off-road. But yeah, that's it, and it makes it look a lot sleeker. I'll add some pictures in throughout the video and show you the before and after. And yeah, it makes it a lot sleeker. It makes it look a lot nicer. And these are sturdy. There's no movement in these at all. You can tighten them up, loosen them up. They're very easily to adjust, very comfortable. Doesn't affect your stuff at all, right? Your clutch or your brake or anything. Just be careful where you're wiring in your wires, and where you're putting them through on the zip ties and in through. Just follow the same path as the other wires, right? And it's all up underneath. I'll show you some pictures of that. Alright guys, that's it. That's easy. I had a buddy of mine help me with it because he knows a lot more about small engine mechanics and working on quads and side-by-sides and dirt bikes for years. So yeah, always ask a friend if you can't figure it out yourself. Two heads are better than one. I might as well show you and actually prove that it works, eh? And there you go. Pretty neat. So can you imagine this big ugly chunky thing hanging down here compared to that? Now you can buy adapters and stuff from 12 O'Clock Labs to slow this down, but I'm fine with it blinking a little faster like that. No issues. Same thing on the back end. Right? It's pretty neat. It's all tucked away. It's not going to get as muddy or dirty. So we'll turn around, go to the other side. And there you go. Alright, once again guys, it's MotoJet. Check out some other videos. Sorry for the mess in my little shed here. And I got some new gear, some new Thor gear, and my new boots. So we'll maybe do some product review of those later. But so far the WR250R 2014 is awesome. It's a blast. Go get one. I'll see you on the trail.